Hi, this is Kevin Souza. Welcome to my video blog post on how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. I'm going to go through step by step exactly how to post an article on your Kalatu blog so that you not only learn how to do it, but you can also give someone else this video blog post and help anyone who wants to post about their passions in life to be able to post an article in their Kalatu blog too. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is how to prepare a blog post before you actually write the blog post. And let's do this in steps. There are 29 steps in this entire video, so follow along. The first step is you want to create a folder on your desktop and name it your blog title. Well, I've already decided to name this blog title, How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog. So I created a folder entitled How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog. Step 2. Create a plain new text document, name it your blog title, and put it in the new folder. Note, use a text document and not a Word document because there are no back-end coding in plain text documents versus a Word document. And so that's what you see here. This is the Word document that I'm using to create my blog post. The next thing you want to do is start typing in your plain text document. Step 3 is to type the title on the text document, which is, of course, How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog. So you will see at the top of my document, I put the title in right there, How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog. So let's go to step 4. Type the permalink on the text document itself. What's a permalink? It's the title, all lowercase, with dashes in between the words and no spaces. And so let's look at that. The permalink is how to post an article in your Kalatu blog with all dashes in between. You see that right there? And what I did was added it to my domain name, which is successonlineusa.com / how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. And so that's the permalink for your blog. Okay, so I type it right in the text even before the blog post is done. In step 5, you want to type your Facebook message on the text document to prepare for when you publish your post. So I'm doing all of this ahead of time. And as you can see here, I'm saying read today's blog post, how to post an article in your Kalatu blog, and I put the link to it right there so that I have it ready, and you'll see it right here, the Facebook message, so that when I do publish the blog post, it's there and ready for me to paste it right into Facebook and my other social media, even before I write the blog post. Do that. Step 6 of 29, research and download all the photos that you want for this post and download them all into the folder ahead of time. Now, where do you go to download photos? Well, I go to google.com / images. Do not use images that are copyrighted. All you want to do is type the keyword of whatever image you're looking for, and a list of images come up in Google. I am not going to spend time in Google Images because I've done it ahead of time in order to train you in this post. So if you have questions on images and sizes of images, I'll answer this for you. The sizes depend on how and why you're placing them in the post. And when I download an image, I personally label each photo with the permalink with a 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever number of images there are. For example, if I want to download the first image, I'm going to entitle it How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog -1.jpg. Number 2, it'll be How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog -2. And I use the title in the image when I save it, so that it'll help with the search engine rankings, and that's the reason I do that. Don't complicate it. If you don't want to rename your image, but you can find it in your folder, go for it. Let me show you the images that I downloaded in this folder. As you can see here, How to Post an Article in Your Kalatu Blog -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So I have all the photos I'm going to use already downloaded in a folder ready to upload as I show you how to do this blog. Step 7 is to type and position your article paragraphs and photo placements into your text document. And we're going to show you step by step how to exactly do that. What I do is I post in my blog in sections based on paragraphs and the photos that I'm putting in the blog to make it easier. And this is why I do this all in a text document or notepad before I actually post the blog in Kalatu. First thing you want to do is log into Kalatu to post your article, video, post your photos, and then publish your blog post. Step 8 is to log into Kalatu. First you log into your Empower Network back office, and then hover over Tools and click on Login and Start Blogging. Click Login, and there it opens up your dashboard for Kalatu. Now, this video is to show you how to post an article in your Kalatu blog, not how to set up your blog. That's in other training, and that will be provided to you as well. Step 9 is click Posts on the left sidebar. There's Posts, and it takes us to our posts. Click Add New at the top. That's step 10. So Add New, and here we are. Step 11, fill in the title in the field label Enter Title Here. So I'm going to go grab the title that I've already put in my notepad and copy it. Step 11 says fill in the title labeled Enter Title Here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. There it is. How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. The next step says enter title as heading 1 in the paragraph drop-down menu. So that's step 12. And let's go ahead and paste that in there. And here I will highlight it. I will go to paragraph and I will choose heading 1. And you noticed what it did. It made it larger, didn't it? Step 13, highlight that heading and choose a color in the A drop-down menu. Highlight it. I'm going to go to the A drop-down menu and I'm going to choose a color for it and click away from it. How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. Step 14. We want to now transfer our article, one paragraph and section at a time, from our text document into Kalatu. First we start with our special YouTube iframe code. There are no control buttons displayed on this YouTube video in any of my blog posts. In order to do that, you need an iframe code, and in this blog I have put the link for you to get that code. Replace the X's in that code with your YouTube code, and I'll show you what I mean. There's a visual button and a text button, and you'll see the HTML of your blog. It ends in a closed H1 tag. I'm going to hit enter so my cursor is blinking, 2 spaces underneath it. I'm going to go to get that text in the link that I provide in this blog post, which is an iframe code. I just so happen to have the code right here, so I'm going to copy that code and I'm going to paste it right there. And you see these X's right here? I'm going to go to my YouTube video. Is the code that I can use to put inside of where the X's are, and that's from the PT9USKERPGQ is. So that's the only piece that I need, and so I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it to replace all the X's, and there's that code right there. And now I'm going to go back to visual, and you will see that there's a nice little video right there, and the cursor is blinking at the bottom right hand corner of the video. I'm going to hit enter 1 and then hold my shift key down and hit enter again so that I have a space for my first set of text in the blog. There's some suggestions in step 15, 16, and 17. Make your blog post reader friendly with headers, bold, italics, and underline. Step 16, photos. Make them left, center, right. You sometimes want to hyperlink a photo to a website. You'll need a title. Be aware of spacing and something called word wrap. I'm not going to get into all the technical details of that in this blog post, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do the blog post right from the top, starting with the title and the video. The first thing I want to do is paste the first paragraph or sentence into the blog. And there it is. Watch the video step-by-step instructions and become an instant expert blogger. Now what I'm going to do here is you will notice that it's all gray. The blog defaults to a gray text. So I'm going to highlight it, and every time I put text in there I'm going to make it black so it's a lot easier to read. That's the first paragraph. Sometimes a paragraph is just one sentence. So I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hold my shift key down and hit enter again, and that's where I'm going to place photo number 1. to place photo number 1 and go up to Add Media and then Upload Files, Select Files. I'm going to select number 1 and open it. Now in my notepad, I said I wanted to display this particular photo on the left. Photo 1, left. There it is. And so the alignment will be on the left, and I'm going to put a custom URL in there and then leave this full size and insert it into the post. And there it is. Then I'm going to click on the image and go to the little pencil, and what I want to do is put the title of my blog post right in there. And that's called a hover title, which is the title of the post. And I want to open that link in a new window and click Update. And then I'm going to click to the right of the image at the upper right hand corner right here, and you'll see the cursors blinking. And then I'm going to go back to the blog in my text document, and I'm going to paste the next sentence that I want in there. So I'm going to copy that and paste it right there. How to prepare a blog post before writing. And that's kind of a subheader, so I'm going to make that like a heading 3. You notice how it got bigger? And then I'm going to choose the color. And there, I made it the same color as the header, which is blue. And then I'm going to hit enter for the next line of words, which is lines 1 and 2. And I'm going to copy that and paste it right into the blog, and then you need to scroll down to it. And this was step 1, so I'm going to make that nice and bold, the number 1. And I'm going to make number 2 bold, and I'm going to make the text black. Because remember when I said it defaults to gray? Here, I'm going to move the text a little bit. This is where we modify a little bit. And so, number 1, create a new folder and name it in your blog title. And number 2, create a new plain text document, name it your blog title, and put it in the new folder. And then I put note, use a text document, not a Word document, because there are no back-end coding in text docs. Now, all of these letters appear to be too close to this photo. Trust me, when you publish the blog, they will move it away just a little bit. It's really cool how that works. So I make my cursor blink at the end of that section, and I hit enter for the next section. It looks like I want to have a photo number 2 on the right now. So in order to do that, I hit enter once, I'm going to hit enter again, but I'm going to hold my shift down, and I'm going to go grab number 2. So I'll click Add Media, Upload Files, Select Files, go to the folder I created, and choose number 2, and hit Open. When it loads, I'm going to make the alignment go to the right this time. I'm going to put my custom URL in, leave it full size, and insert it into the post, and you'll see that it's now on the right hand side. I'm going to click it and then hit the pencil, and I'm going to put my keyword in right there and make the link open in a new window. This is the title. The image title attribute is a hover title, so when you hover over the image, you'll see the words. I did not show you in number 1 photo, but I'll show you in number 2. Now we'll click Update. And if I click right here to the top left of this right side photo, you'll see the cursor blinking straight line all the way across on the left, and there it is. You see it? If I hover over this image, you will see how to post an article in your Kalatu blog to the right corner of my arrow. See, I'll do it again. There it is. Now that the blinker is blinking right there, I'm going to come back, and I want to copy the next section under where I just was and copy that. It's just one line because I know what I want to write on my blog post. And this here is also a subheading, so I'm going to make that a heading 3, and I'm going to turn that the same color. And there it is. My cursor is blinking. I will hit it there so the cursor is right ready for the next set of text. Come back to my document, scroll down all the way. I'm going to copy everything I need up into the next photo, which will be photo 3, as you can see down here. So I'm going to copy all of this text here. I'm going to paste it inside the blog and scroll down. I want to turn this text black because it's all gray. So I highlight the text and I come here and make it all black. Now the number 3 I want bold, number 4 I want bold, because these are numbered points in this instructional post. And then I have examples down here, so I will bolden that, and I'll show you photo 1L, photo 2R, and these are exactly what I'm teaching you, and then photo 7. Now I also go in and I see if there's any place that I need maybe italicize or bold to make it reader friendly, but so far it's been pretty reader friendly. This here is the permalink for my blog when it's finished. So I'm going to leave that maybe not a link, maybe just put a color to it, just so that people can see that it is a permalink for the blog. And then, let's see, type your message on the text document to prepare for when you publish your post. This here is what I'm going to type into Facebook, so I'm going to make that bold just so that people can see that's what I'm going to put in my Facebook when the blog is done. And then research and download all the photos you want for this post and download them all into the folder ahead of time, which I did. And this is google.com/images, so I will make that a link. That's called a hyperlink. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to go to the chain link, and there it is. And I do want a title in there because how to post an article on your Kalatu blog is the title of my blog. So I'm going to paste that right in there, open it in a new link, and add the link. So now this google.com images is a link. The photo size depends on how and why you're placing them in the post, and I personally label each photo with permalink, and it shows you an example of how when I download a photo from Google Images, I rename it to the title -1, -2, -3, and so forth, and I think there's about 6 photos in this blog post. Number 7, type and position your article paragraphs and photo placements into your text document. So far, this is what our post looks like, and it looks like it's coming along, doesn't it? So now, let's go back to number 7, that's where we left off, and now we're up to photo 3, which says photo 3C, which means I want to put this in the center because of how large that is. And so that'll just tell me where I am. Photo 3C, enter, and then hold the shift key down and hit enter again. Go to add media, upload files, select files, and go to photo 3, which is a fairly good sized photo, which is why I'm centering it instead of word wrapping it on the left or on the right. I will open that up and wait till it loads. You see it right there. Now it's loaded. So now the alignment's going to be center. I am going to put a custom URL in there again. I'm going to leave it full size and insert it right into the post, and as you can see here, it's nicely centered. And here is the instructions on where I tell people to put in their title and their heading 1. I'm going to click the pencil after I click on the image, and I'm going to put the title in here again. I'm going to paste that in there, open link in new tab, and update. And if I hover over it, you will see how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. I'm going to make the cursor blink to the right bottom corner of that image and hit enter once, and then shift, hit enter again while I'm holding shift down. And I'm going to put in this, copy, and I'm going to paste it. And scroll down to it, because every time you paste, it goes back to the top of the blog. Log into Kalatu to post your article, video, photos, and publish a blog post. That's a subheader again, so I'm going to turn that into heading 3 and color it. Okay, and make the cursor blink at the end of it, and then hit enter once and go to the next steps. And I'm going to copy the next steps up to the next photo. And they're paragraphs. Whether you're doing steps or paragraphs, you do this in sections between the photos. I'm going to paste it in there and it goes back to the top. I'm going to go back down to the bottom and make sure that all of these words are not gray. I'm going to highlight them and turn them black. There you go. Now I'm going to bold in all the numbered points. This video combined with what I'm posting in here will give anyone instructions, simple step by step, on how to do a blog post. Now I'm going to hit at the end of menu, enter, and I'm going to go to my next section on the notepad, which is right here, how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. This will be heading number 2. What I do is I put 3 headers of headings in my blog of the same title. Heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. And I usually do it halfway through, and because this has 29 points, we're almost halfway through, and so this was the right place to copy that, and I'm going to paste it right in here. And let's go back down, because every time you paste, it will go back up to the top. And highlight that and turn it into a heading 2. And then I'm going to highlight it and color it. And there we go. And I may even hold my shift key down and bring it down one like that. Let's go back to the notepad and copy the next thing down to the next photo. And there it is right here. Copy. It's only one line. Sometimes it's only one line. But in between the photos are the paragraphs that we want in our blog. And that's gray. So we're going to highlight it and make it black because it's all text. And then we're going to take number 14 and make it bold. Transfer your article one paragraph section at a time from your text document to Kalatu. And as you can see, that's exactly what we've been doing. I'll make my cursor blink at the end of Kalatu, hit enter once, hold my shift key down and hit enter again so that I can put in photo number 4, which is going to be in the center. It says 4C. See? I noticed exactly where I wanted to place each photo before I actually posted in Kalatu. So upload files, select files, and number 4. Open, and right here is where it loads. Now it's all loaded. All right, this is center. I'm going to make a custom URL out of it, and we're going to use full size and insert into post. There it is. Now remember when I taught about putting that code in for YouTube? Well, this is the photo that teaches people in the steps how to do it. So I'm going to click on the photo and go to the pencil. And in here I want my title, right? The blog title. Paste, open link in new window tab, and update. If I hover over it, we will see how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. I'm going to put my cursor right here in the bottom right hand corner of this image. And I'm going to hit enter once, hold my shift key, and hit enter again. Why do I hold my shift key and hit enter again whenever I'm doing photos? Because I don't want the photos too close to the text. And so that's called positioning, to make sure that the photos are not too close to the text. We're getting close to the end of this blog post, folks. Right here, down to the next photo, I'm going to actually copy all of this. Because the next photo is photo 5, right? You see that? Copy and paste. And it goes back to the top. So I have to scroll back down to where I was. And I want to make sure that I copy all the gray, actually highlight all the gray, and turn it black. There you go. Start with your special YouTube iframe code and get your iframe code here. I might put another line here, make this black, bold, make it more reader friendly. This has to be a link. I'm going to highlight and copy it, go up to the links, it's already in there, all right? And post an article in your Kalatu blog. See, it's already there. Add link. So this has become a link. So what I want to do is I want to make it blue so that people can see that it is in fact a link. There we go. And of course replace the X's with your YouTube video code, which I showed you. And now step 15 I'm going to make bold. Now we need to put photo 5 in the center. And where this cursor is blinking at the end of pages, I will hit enter once and then hold my shift and hit enter again, so that the cursor is far enough away from there. And we're going to pick number 5 and hit open. We'll watch it right here load. Make sure it's the center, which it is. And custom URL, I'm going to make it into a link. Keep it full size and insert it into the post. There it is. And this is regarding the Facebook sharing settings on what this post is going to look like. And I pre-did this image before this training. So I'm going to click on it and go to the pencil. And what do we want in here? The title, right? How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. Paste that in there and open link in new window and tab and click update. So this is now a link, so if I hover over it, we'll see how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. On the bottom right hand corner of the image, I'm going to click and then I'm going to enter once and hold my shift and hit enter again. Go back here where I was. And between the two photos, between photo 5 and photo 6, copy all of this. And it looks like we're almost done. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to paste it. And of course it goes back to the top, so I have to scroll down and turn the gray text into black text. So how do I do that? I just highlight it all and go back to my little letter A and click the black button. So number 20 needs to be bold. The ideal image size should be 400 by 209, folks. Now, if you don't know how to play with image sizes or figure out how to use, like, say, Microsoft Paint is a good thing to use, then you don't have to have it exactly 400 by 209, but I discovered that that size, 400 wide by 209 high, shows up the featured image in Facebook nicely. And if I scroll up a little here, that's what this will look like. In fact, that's going to be our next photo, so you'll see what it looks like. It shows up nicely in the Facebook preview, and we're talking about the Facebook sharing settings on how it looks in Facebook, and that's what step 20 is all about, the Facebook sharing settings, which I'm going to show you how to do in a moment. And then the next, it says use the same image in step 27 for the featured image. So that's what you're going to want to do. And what I'll do is I'll underline this Remember how I said you use bold and underline and italics to make a point? Steps 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 are all on the right side of our blog, which we're going to get into in a moment. Okay, so I will get into those steps later. So at the end of tags, I will hit enter and then shift. I'm going to go to add media, upload files, select files, and go to photo number 6, hit open, wait till it loads, and then photo 6, let's see, it says 6R. I wanted that on the right side of the post, not in the center. And so I will choose the alignment to be on the right, not on the center. The media file will be a custom URL, and leave the full size. Notice it's 400 by 209. That's the size I made it. Insert into post. And you will see it here on the right. That is actually the title of this post, isn't it? How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. And so I'm going to highlight it, click on the pencil, copy it again, paste it with open link in new window tab, and update. If I hover over it, you'll see the title, How to Post an Article in a Kalatu blog. And right to the upper left of this, I'll make it blink, and you'll see all the way over here directly is the cursor blinking. That's where I want the next set of text. And now I will copy this rest of the blog post, and now the entire blog post in this text document has been copied and now pasted. Of course, it goes back to the top of the blog. You want to scroll all the way back down, and here I will make all this wording black because it's gray, and then make the numbers bolded. The featured image ideal size 400 by 209, single view showed features image. Use the same image from step 20, Facebook sharing settings image. So I use the same image in step 20 when I do the Facebook sharing image, as well as the featured image. And then step 28 is read your own blog post. Look at your featured image and modify as needed. Paragraph spacing, hyperlinks, hover titles, and then syndicate your blog post in social media like Facebook, Google+, and all of the places that your leadership team recommends that you promote your blog post. Here is everything that I've done on the blog post. I'm just scrolling up to make sure that everything is in there nicely. It looks really nice from here. The question is how it will look when it posts. And so now that I've done this piece of it, I'm going to go to select call to action, step 18. Let's go to step 18, select call of action, and I'm going to choose the viral blogging system. I want the blog to be the call to action in this post for obvious reasons. We want people to get their own blog, right? I don't always fill in blog excerpt shown on home page and category pages where it's shown. So I'm going to leave that blank. You can, if you want to learn more about that, you can click this link here. It says learn more about manual excerpts. I leave mine blank on this one. The Facebook sharing settings and how it'll display on Facebook. The first thing you want to do is put in your share title. And I'm going to paste it where it says share title. And notice on the right, the Facebook preview starts to show it. The share description, and I'll post that in there. I actually posted something on a picture that I put in right here, and I said watch this video, follow the step-by-step instructions, and become an instant expert blogger. Watch this video, comma, follow the step-by-step instructions, and become an instant expert blogger. And I might even change that up the top here. See, so you can do that now. You can go in, watch the video, comma, follow the step-by-step instructions, and become an instant expert blogger. See, I just modified it, and I'll show you more modifications in a minute. Now, upload image. This is where I'm going to click on upload image, and that's the image I want to use. So I'm just going to click on it to choose it, and then just simply go to choose image. Boom. And look at that. It's in the Facebook preview. So now when I publish this post in Facebook, it's going to look just like this. How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. And it's going to say it here as the title. And then watch the video, follow the step-by-step instructions to become an instant expert blogger. That's powerful, isn't it? Underneath is slug. I don't use that. That's just kind of a 1 or 2 word with dashes, lowercase if you use a couple of words. I don't use slug, but if you want to learn more about it, you can ask somebody who can show you. Now let's scroll back up to the top. And let's look at what we have in our blog. The first thing we have on the right-hand side is language chooser. I obviously choose English, but look at all the languages that this blog is available in. And then custom author. Now, my wife does posts. See, Kevin Souza, Kim Souza. So you can actually set up an author box, which I'll show you when we publish this post, for the author. Then in the publish section, there's the word publish right there. Usually, I don't save draft. When I do a blog post, I just go ahead and publish it. But you can save your draft and come back to it later and publish it. You can even preview it here, which sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I publish it and then I go in and modify it and then update. So this word publish here will turn to the word update after you've published it. Categories, so before I publish it. Now this is how to, right? And so blogging, blog training, blogging, and how to, right? How to prepare a blog post before writing is one of the subheadings in this, but the heading is how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. So on the categories, blog training, blog, how to, and lessons learned. I mean, there's different categories you can make up. If you want to add a new category right here, if you haven't got any categories yet, or if you want to add a new one, click it there. Okay, add new category, and then here you would actually write the name of a category in here, and I'll put singing because I sing. And so I will click add new category, and if I look here, singing will be a choice already, but I'm going to uncheck that, and I will be singing on my blog pretty soon. So I might as well do that, but I wanted to show you how to make a category. So I chose lessons learned, how to, blogging, blog training. You can have multiple categories, and that's what I chose. Tags, always, always, always lowercase. There, I put my name, Kevin Souza. A comma will separate the tags. And then how to post an article in your Kalatu blog is the title of this, so that's what I'm going to write in lowercase, no dashes. Boom, Kevin Souza, and then how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. So I just hit add, and because I put commas, that's why it separated them. That's why they say separate tags with commas. Featured image. You might remember in step 20 what I said, and it said use the same image in step 27, featured image. That's this image right here, right? And if I go to step 27, the featured image, 400 by 209, there it is. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't always put the featured image from my blog post in the blog post itself, but this time I did. So I'm going to click Set Featured Image on the right, and since it's already in there and I don't have to upload it, I'm just going to highlight it, and I'm going to click Set Featured Image. And there it is. I want you to bear in mind something. I'm going to show you something else on the right here. Single view, show featured image, meaning in my blog I want it to show up on the right hand side, which we're going to do. The next step is to publish this, but I want to show you something here. This video that I put in here is not the video that's going in there. Why? Well, because I'm actually recording the video that's going in there right now as we speak. So later I will come back in after I've published this video, and I will literally put it inside of this blog post. So I am not publishing this post yet. Instead, I'm going to hit preview. I'm going to right click it and open the link in a new tab so that I can see what this blog post is going to look like before I actually publish it. And so here it is. How to post an article in your Kalatu blog. There's the nice featured image. Okay, and there's the first header. Now that's not the video, okay, but that's where the video will be placed. You notice there are no controls showing on the video. The only thing that shows is the YouTube watermark, but even when you hit play, watch, it goes away. When you hit play, the watermark goes away and nobody knows how long the video is. All right, and then let's look at this. Watch the video. Follow the step-by-step instructions to become an instant expert blogger. I'm not going to read this to you. I'm just going to look at it to make sure it looks okay. That looks good with the photo, step 1 and 2. And that looks good with the photo. Start typing in your plain text document, steps 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's the Google Images link I was telling you about. And I just kind of like to hover over to make sure the hover titles are in the images, just to make sure they're there. Yep, I see them there. And I'll scroll down a little bit more and I show examples of the photo. This here, number 7, the photo needs to come down a little bit, doesn't it? See? So I'll do that and I'll show you how. And same with the others. This is in between. This one needs to come down a little bit. And that one needs to come down a little bit from the words, okay? And so does that. So I'll do all of that. And it looks like there's my, what we call author box, okay, with my photo along with my Facebook link and some free social media training that I provide. and you can put whatever link you want here. In your author box, that's a how to set up your blog video. This video is just simply how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. And then there's where people can leave replies and so forth. Now, it does not show the call to action in the preview. So right under this would be the call to action for the blog. But now that I know where I have to fix these things in the previews, what I'm going to do is go to each one of them and fix them. So save the draft, and then I'll make sure that these all have enough spacing in between the texts and the photos. And I like to highlight this call to action right there. And I'm going to make it the same color. And in fact, I might even make it a header. And I might even center it. There we go. And save the draft. We can even preview the post again. Right-click it, open link in new tab. Very professional. And that is how to post an article in your Kalatu blog. Share this blog post with the world, because now you, without having to spend the time to teach someone, can give them this post and they can learn on their own how to post an article in their Kalatu blog. This is Kevin Souza. Make it a wonderful day.